Welcome, Scorpios, to The Creative Woman and your October 2020 monthly reading. Okay, so I was called to choose 2 sacred geometry cards for you. Your group is the first group so far that I was called to do that. So the first one that came out is number 43, which also, that could be an important number for some of you, or you can add 4 plus 3, which that then equals 7. The number 7 also could be important for some of you. Okay, and the frequency is transition. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives, so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition, to occur with ease and grace. Well, that's a beautiful card. So, if you don't already know, these cards, it's a sacred geometry activation card, which works on your subconscious level to open up what I just spoke of, that frequency. And you can stop the video if you need to. Okay. Okay, and then the second activation card is number 41, or that adds up to a 5, so 41 or 5. And the frequency is synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. So that blends very well with the first one I just read. They're both very beautiful. And to me, it talks about this month, Scorpio, transformation. Because Scorpio is the natural house of the 8th house, which is transformation, death and rebirth. And it also, the planet is Pluto, which Pluto is death and rebirth, transformation. Also, at the core level, Okay, and so then the astrological card that came out for you is the planet Mars. And the planet Mars is the natural house, first house, which is Aries. And that would make sense too, because here we just had the full moon in Aries. And then we've got the sun sign going from Libra into Scorpio, which Libra is the opposite of Aries, which has to do with partnerships. So, and then the new moon is in Libra, which has to do with the same balancing act of me, Aries, versus Libra, partnerships. So again, Mars is high energy, all kinds. So your power center, what builds your passion, and also it can be tempers. So tempers can be running high for some of you Scorpios or those around you, especially around this full moon, which is still in effect now. It's going to be different for everyone, so you just see how you feel. Okay, and hopefully, I know the sun is shining, even though I have my blind down, it's bright on my face. So hopefully that isn't too bothersome for all of you. You can please let me know if it is. Okay, so let me just take a moment and see if there's anything else that comes out with these cards. Of course, transformation again, because the transition card, frequency card, and then the synergy card are talking a lot about the understanding the ever-changing nature of existence and your lives. And then this one is having to do with acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions and all new ways of, it says, functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and just being. So that, both of those two cards, transformation is the one word that comes to me. And that is, this month is transformation month. So let's get started. Scorpio, this is a general reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, Scorpio. So this will be different for everyone. I'm just gonna shuffle these cards really quick just to get the energies clean and fresh and vibrant for Scorpio for their October 2020 reading. What do we need to tell Scorpios? Most important things. Okay. All right, so let's go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What do they need to know for October 2020? Scorpio. And what are they transforming? Oh, okay, let's go with that one. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. Let me just take a moment here. I just heard healing. Some of you are healing. Healing your heart space, healing. This could mean, it's a general reading. So healing relationships, healing yourself, inside yourself, your heart space, your physical body, I just heard. Some of you might be choosing to start with your physical body, starting to eat healthier, being more conscious of what you're eating and cutting out those things that aren't good for you. I also just heard exercising more for some of you, because we've been so sedentary this whole year so far. Okay. And then I just heard setting down roots. So, and to me, that roots, a foundation, maybe sturdying your foundation for yourself, your self foundation, inner self, transforming some of you. Okay, let's see what else. Wanting to make a strong foundation for yourself. I just heard two. That could be for someone. Consciously and deliberately, some of you are doing that, starting those new beginnings, or going to be starting those new beginnings in October, so that you can have a sturdy foundation for yourself for a long, long time, long lasting. Okay, King of Pentacles. First word I heard is abundance, prosperity of all kinds. That's what some of you are going into. That's your transformation. That's what's transforming for you. I also heard going into a more peaceful time, more centered time, internally and externally. And then too, I was just drawn to the grapes that are fully, I don't know if you can see them on his gown. He has grapes, and they're big and they're full, and they have come to fruition. So I just heard some of you are, something has come to fruition for you. That you've been harvesting, or you're about to harvest. Okay. Increasing self-worth also. It's that yellow background. Sunny days are ahead, I just heard as well. Okay. And then also for some of you who are just beginning or choosing now to begin to build that sturdy foundation for yourself, what you have to look forward to, or what you're working towards, is this King of Pentacles, which is abundance, prosperity, peace, joy, happiness, full life, beautiful life. Okay. Inside and out, inside yourself and in your environment. Okay, what else? Okay, let's see here. Okay, the Death card, the Emperor, and the Sun. The Death card, of course, that is, you're putting something to death, or you have. And that could be the what's transforming. You're finally choosing to leave something in the past that isn't working for you anymore, that you've gained all the knowledge you needed to gain from that experience, or those experiences, or people, or circumstances. And now you can move forward with carrying all of that knowledge and wisdom with you into the future. Happily and joyfully. The Sun is, the water's calm. I'm looking at the sailing ship, and it's just calmly flowing with the water. So also going with the flow this month, Whatever comes up, keeping your emotions balanced, Scorpio, which could be tricky for some of you. And maybe that's part of what you've been doing in building those strong foundations, is balancing out your inner world so that you are at peace inside, so that you can go with the flow and leave those things behind that you have learned from, and be thankful for that. That's essential too, so that you can have your prosperity, your peace. And then also the Emperor, to me, is standing in your truth, standing strong and firm and solid in your truth, in who you are, in your truth. Truth, I just keep hearing truth, whatever that means for you. And again, maybe these transitions and the synergy card also, with these truths are coming out. And maybe certain of you Scorpios are learning different truths are coming out that you didn't know. And you believed something different that you thought was the truth, and it's not the truth. And now you're finding out it's totally different than what you thought. And so you've got to leave that old belief, which you thought was the truth, behind. See it for what it is, and you grab onto that new, which then opens up a whole new door, a whole new life for you. New beginnings. New beginnings. Okay. And then you can be solid. You can be solid, this Emperor. Secure with himself. He's very stable. He's very kind. He is fatherly. He's the very benevolent father, which means to me very responsible. He takes responsibility for himself, and that's what you're going towards too. That's what some of you possibly are standing in that, or that's what that type of power and self-assuredness and calm, peacefulness and wisdom also, because of, again, these truths. And some of you, I just got too, it could, the word piss you off. It could piss some of you off, and you could get very angry about some of these truths, because it just hits you hard. And in Scorpio, we know too that Scorpios, you are very emotional and very passionate and deep, and sometimes on the negative side you can be revengeful, and I do have a personal understanding of that. My South Node is in Scorpio, so I do understand that. But you also have you're very passionate, very emotional, and quite psychic as well. Okay, that's right, I didn't finish with the sun too, the sun coming out. So, okay, excuse me, let me finish that. Okay, so we did the Death, the Emperor. Okay, so again, we're done with the Emperor. And red, that's, he's covered in red and orange, and that's self-assuredness, energy, high, passion, energy. And then you have the sun, which has this huge red flag, which is, again, passion, energy, your energetic self also. And then you have the white horse, which he's facing forward. Purity, cleansing, open, clean. That same with the little person, naked and just there. Nothing to hide. Everything is out in the open. Everything is out in the open. The sun is shining bright, happy, full of energy, full of brightness and joy. And those sunflowers, they are full bloom. So this is where you're going too. You are free of all encumbrances, no more secrets. You are being your genuine self, showing the world your truth. Open, honest, responsible, 100% responsible for you and your life. No blaming anyone for anything. There's no reason to. No blaming yourself for anything. You've let that go. You have put that in its place. You have found the benefits through all of your experiences. You found that baby, and you are thankful. Okay, so let's see what else. This is October 2020, so huge transformations for some of you. In relationships, having to do with relationships and your personal self, and balancing those out too. And that's a general thing for everyone, of course, because of Libra and Aries. And then we have two full moons. Again, the second full moon is in Taurus on October 31st. So A big one. It's a blue moon. It doesn't happen very often. Landing on October 31st. The last time that happened was 2001. And the next time it's not going to happen until 2030. So these are really big deals, really big jumps, transitions, transformations, new information coming in so that we all can move forward. In Scorpio, that's your theme, definitely, is being able to fully and openly and willingly go with the flow and of these new things coming in to your life so that you can blossom into your true self in every way. Let go of the untruths and grabbing on to the truths, whatever that is to you. Okay, what else for Scorpio for October 2020? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Okay, so let's see here. Is there anything specific that they need to know about Mercury going retrograde on the 13th? It's going from Scorpio back into Libra. So let's find out what Scorpios need to know about the Mercury retrograde. How is that going to affect Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Okay. So how the Mercury retrograde, it's the Six of Swords. Mercury retrograde is going to affect you. Mercury retrograde for Scorpio. Well, the first thing I'm getting is you're being protected. You're being protected. This transition is, because I'm looking at their wavy waters on one side of the boat, and then on the other side, the rest of the lake that they are crossing over is calm. So what I'm getting is, for this Mercury retrograde, because when Mercury goes retrograde, that means we think of things from the past, or situations or people come back from the past so that it can be taken care of, so that whatever maybe you didn't learn, or it didn't get completed, whatever that is, will come back around so you get a second chance. So what I see is the waters have been rocky, or are rocky right now. They're wavy. And so it's creating turbulence in your life. Whatever this past thing is, whether it's from a long time ago, or I just heard childhood, or it's something more recent, past. It's going to be different for everyone. But whatever that is that's coming back, whether it's idea, opportunity, a belief, a person, a circumstance, it's going to, around this retrograde time, you are going to be able to move into calm waters. So it's going to be resolved. It's going to be resolved. You will be able to resolve that once and for all, and put whatever that is in its place. And this could be something that has been stopping you from success, from being able to move on and put that properly in your past. So I just heard, to some of you, you could be getting a new piece of information that you never had before, that gives you a new perspective on that situation, or whatever it is from the past, that person, whatever. And you're going to see it in a whole new light. You're going to see it in a whole new light. And then you can be thankful. You can be thankful. Because you're going to see it in another way. Or there could be a new piece of information coming in that you didn't have access to before. And now you have that new piece of information that changes everything. Everything. Facts change feelings. And that's what it's going to do for you instantly. Instantly. And I just heard too, some of you might, where you were blaming and angry in the past, you seeing that new perspective, getting that new piece of information that changes your whole reality of how you saw that before. Instantly. Instantly. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's very good. Very good. And I just got, for someone, it could be having to deal with a child. Maybe one of your children. Maybe, this is specific. I just got, maybe it's, you're one of the, a parent, and you and the other parent haven't been doing well, and it has something to do with your child, maybe fighting over the child. I'm not sure, but just that's for someone, but it will be resolved. It will be resolved. Positive resolution, a positive resolution for all involved. Okay. Anything else? What else? For this Mercury retrograde, for any other Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, Mercury retrograde, anything else? What about the full moon? Let's do the full moon. Full moon on October 31st. What to Scorpio? What's coming? The Taurus full moon for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for October 31st, 2020. Oh, there we go. Okay, Page of Swords. Yes, and what I just spoke of for this Mercury retrograde, I just got that it could not be completely resolved until around the full moon on the 31st. Because here's the Page of Swords, and the clouds are clearing, you see the blue sky, and this page knows where he's going, knows where he's going, what he needs to do. Any questions he might have had, any confusion, it's cleared away. He's found the resolution. He has resolved that conflict, whatever was holding him back, holding you back, actually, Scorpios, whatever. You now, by the end of the month, you're moving forward. Things are moving again. You have a clear path ahead of you, or at least clearer. You're not in that confused state or that upset state, closed down, just heard to state. You're opening up to being able to transition, anything that might have hit you instantaneously and unexpectedly, you're now taking in stride. You're now taking in stride. You're seeing the positive now. So you see the goal ahead of you. You see where you're going. Where you're going. Very good. Very good. And you have the fortitude and the energy and what is it? Not just the strength, but you don't just see, but you have the ability. You have that energy, the stick-to-itiveness. to get yourself there. So you don't just see ahead of you. You have the ability to get yourself there, to physically, step by step, go there, whatever that is for you. And you're very happy about it. You're set, and it's solidifying for you very nicely, where as in the beginning of the month, you could have been very unstable about where you're going, and just whatever that this thing is, the Six of Swords problem or issue is, or was, isn't, it won't be anymore. Okay, by the end of the month. And I just saw too, some of you, it might, you know, be from the end of the month, 31st, to the 31st of November. Also, okay, let's see, what else? Is there anything else that Scorpio needs to pay attention to for October? Anytime in the month of October 2020, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for Scorpio. I don't think so. I think that's... So I guess that's it, Scorpio. Again, in closing, just this frequency of transition, which again is supporting your deep understanding of the ever-changing of things, and so staying open to going with the flow, so you can as easily as possible transition into something that is going to be way, way more beneficial for you. So letting those things go that need to be let go of, and grabbing onto those truths that take you forward. I just saw it on a wave, leaps you forward, and then synergy, frequency of synergy, supports that you being accepting and allowing those new truths, the real truths, to come in, whatever new, and it's so that you can be an even better self-creator and birthing your authentic reality for yourself and then those around you. Okay? All right. Well, thank you for joining me, Scorpio, and I hope that helped you. I would love to hear any comments, and please, if you like to, like, share, and subscribe. That really helps me, since I'm still beginning in my with this channel. All right. Okay, until next time.